Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So I think we are ready to get started. Welcome to everyone to this webinar given by Ferrari Electronic, our partner in Germany. Ferrari Electronic are specialized in Microsoft Link and Skype for Business, and they've got a number of different solutions relating to the Microsoft ecosystem. Today we're going to be looking at the Office Master Entry Control solution. So the Ferrari Electronic team are going to be doing the presentation, and we'll start with Mr. Robert. He's going to start doing the presentation. Just a couple of housekeeping notes beforehand. You can put in questions in the chat box. We will take them at the end of the session. So we'll have the Q&A session towards the end of it. But yeah, just put in the questions, and then if you don't get an answer throughout the presentation, we'll cover everything. We'll cover everything when we open up the Q&A. So I think without further ado, let's get started. So we'll let Mr. Robert from Ferrari Electronics start with the presentation.
Yes, thank you, Amara, for this short introduction. Yeah, we are absolutely glad to get this opportunity today to present one of our products at this webinar. And yeah, before we start, let me give you a short overview about the speakers today. So Johann Deutinger, our Chief Strategy Officer, will be held the live demo at the nearly at the end of the presentation. So, and yeah, I will introduce a little bit to this product. I will give you a short overview, and the Krieger is also available today. He will yeah, take care about your questions at the end. And yeah, I will say let's start. I will start with a short overview in general about our company, Ferrari Electronic. Yeah, we were founded in 1953 and were established by Franz Ferrari. It was an inventor based in Germany, and in this time we were developing and manufacturing medical technology for measuring blood plasma. These devices were also certified by the United Nations organization, and we yeah, delivered it all around the world, you can say. Many years later, so in 1989, we moved into the or we switched to the IT sector as we developed the first intelligent fax card. This fax solution was combining hardware and software, and was known as Ferrari Fax. And this brand or name Ferrari Fax still leads, yeah, especially the German market until today. In 2004, we developed our Office Master Card, or so-called Office Master Card box. External media gateways, I would say. So it was a revolutionary hardware concept. It was simply plug and play. And in 2009, you can say, refurbished this product family and developed it to the Office Master Gate. And yeah, it has some incorporating unique features. For instance, it was since this year all IP ready. That means that you can use this media gateway in, for instance, in a SIP infrastructure or in a normal or classical ISDN infrastructure. Yeah, in 2013, the Office Master Gate sole officially certified media gateway in Europe by Microsoft, and it was qualified as enhanced media gateway for the Microsoft Link server. And I think 1 year or 2 years later, we got also certification for Skype for Business. And in 2014, we took over the Innovative Limited, and we integrated their call recording portfolio in our product portfolio. On the next slide, I will give you, or I want to give you a short overview about our product units. At first, for a better understanding, let me explain our understanding about unified messaging and unified communications in general. Unified messaging is for us, or are for us all, asynchronous services like fax or email or chat or in general SMS. That's why we put our Office Master suite in this column, because it provides a lot of asynchronous services for messaging. In the blue column, we put all unified communications products, and unified communication means for us that we, or in general, all synchronous services like video conferencing or making a telephone call and something like that. And the last business unit is so-called call recording. It's Office Master Call Recording, so that's a product name. It's in general legal compliant. It's MiFID II ready, and it's a very cost-effective and plug-and-play solution to record calls. Okay, then we move on to the next slide, where I want to present you something about the entry control solution in general. So what is it when we are speaking about entry control? Entry control is a software add-on from our company for Skype for Business or for the Cisco Unified Communication Manager. It integrates video and voice door stations into your communication system. So as you can see on the picture on the right, and you got a video view from your workstation or from your Cisco phone. We developed it in the year 2012, and we got also a winning prize from a German IT magazine named Funkschau. And this product is in general targeted for companies with high security needs. So that was the first idea in this year. But a few slides later, we will in general speak about targeting companies and some references. Okay, let's move on to some requirements or some more explanations about our entry control solution. At first, we have two different versions. We have an entry control version which is client-based. So, and for these, or in general client-based, and for Skype for Business, the requirements for video intercom devices are the following. The intercom must be able to route the audio call to an attendant or a group after triggering the bell. It must provide an IP video stream like MGPEG or other codecs. And it must be receive and process the open door command as an HTTP request or as an DTMF request. Our product, I wrote down the item numbers, is licensed as the following. You need in every case the first item number. It's called Office Master Entry Control Base. It's the base software license, and this base software license includes also an license or an activation for one camera. If you want to add additional cameras or intercoms, then you have to buy the following item number. You can also use other licenses. Please ask us if you have more cameras than 1 or 10 or 100. There is a lot possible. Feel free and ask. And one hint is especially important. If an Office Master Gate is used for the audio call, you might need to obtain SIP licenses to route the call via an Office Master Gate, but it also works, or the solution also works with other media gateways or existing media gateways or SBCs. But then please take care that you have enough capacity for zip channels or zip licenses. The next picture declares my explanation a little bit better. because I want to show you in general on this picture how entry control works or functions. If someone, or I took two examples, a Fendel intercom and a Linkcom intercom, because they are provided by Cytec. For instance, if a customer is ringing at or presses the button at the intercom will establish a signal or a connection to the media gateway, and the media gateway will establish a connection to the Skype for Business server, and the Skype for Business server will inform the client. And then, in addition to this, the intercom will provide the video signal also to the client, and everything is configured in the Active Directory. Okay. Then we move on to the next slide, to the other version. It's the entry control server-based version, which is in general tailored for the Cisco Unified Communications Manager or similar environments. The calls arrive as standard video call in compatible Cisco phones. You can see it, or hopefully you can see it on the picture on the right side. The entry control function, like open the door, is or can be controlled by using the telephone keys. You can also insert a help text, like it is shown on the video. For example, press 5 to open the door. In the example, oh, it's a German text. There is written press 12 to open the door. You need no supplementary installations on the clients. You need no additional gateway or other licenses, and this is very important because it keeps the costs and the hardware administration at a minimum. So the products in general, or the item numbers for this version, for the server-based version, are the same as for the client-based version. You can choose, if you install the product, you can choose in front before the installation between server-based or client-based version. And the licensing model is equal also to the client-based version. Okay. Then I'm absolutely glad to hand over now to Johann Deutinger, our Chief Strategy Officer, who will present you a short live demo of this product. Hopefully we can switch the rights now to Johann. Okay.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad to give you a very short demonstration on the system, how it works, and also how the administration is done. First, I would like to start with the administration. It's very easy to configure the video door phone equipment. So for each door phone, like in this example, you configure the behavior, the type of video codec, and the address where the video stream can be obtained. And if it's protected by credentials, you can enter username and password. And you can configure the DTMF sequence to handle opening the door. So the users do not need to know about that. They will be provided with a button for opening the door. Some doors provide also the possibility of using an HTTP request. There are some options like this checkbox and call on door open, which means if you press the button to open the door, automatically the call will be ended afterwards. And optionally, there's the possibility to use permissions for users or groups of users. That means the client software, which resides in the background on the workstation, also opens up the possibility to open the video window even if no call is active, but through permissions this can be stopped for, or can be enabled for specific people only. And just cameras can be added very easily, and as Robert already said, the whole configuration is stored in Active Directory, and the solution itself is a complete client-based solution. That means there is a short piece of software installed on the workstations, which is started automatically, and upon start, it reads the configuration from Active Directory and knows about all those devices and about their phone numbers, and the software is listening in background to the Link or Skype for Business API, and it gets informed when there is a call pending, and then it looks at the caller number, and if it sees it's a call from a door phone, it knows which one it is and where to get the video stream. So it would open up a separate video window, even if the call is not yet accepted at this time. So you can immediately see who is at the door. For example, if it's a colleague and there's no need to talk to them, you even do not need to accept the call, just press the open door button and everything is fine. So now I will give the very short live demonstration using the Linkcom device, which is besides me. I press the button, and as you will see, the video window is opening, just looking at the device for a short time and back to my PC. Now I have the chance to accept the call or immediately open the door. If I accept the call, you will see in the background, it's just a normal Skype for Business phone call with our additional video window. You can resize the window and change the position, so it will remember the last position and size you have configured here. You could end the call without opening the door or just press open door button. In that case, it will send the command to the device to open the door, and afterwards it ends the call because I have just configured it to work that way. As I've said, it's also possible if users are allowed to open the video window anytime to look what's happening in front of the door. Okay, that's everything for now. It's, I think, a very easy to understand solution, and I will give back now control to anyone else. Thank you very much.
So, okay, thank you, Johan. Now I will take over the control. Okay, so hopefully everybody can see in the screen now. Yeah, that was a short live demo from Johan, and I will move on to the next slide, where I want to present you some target customers and also some references for the product entry control, who are target customers from our side of view, in general companies who are migrating their PBX system to Skype for Business, and maybe they have the need to integrate some cameras or something like that, because in general it's not provided or via default it's not provided from Skype for Business to integrate such cameras. Then also companies with high security needs, also government, public or financial authorities, and of course many more. Then I wrote down some or two references. One is the ÖKB Bank in Austria. They have entry control in use, and you can see or download this reference from our website. Another very important reference is the company Wacker Neuson. They have also entry control in use, especially in Hans, if I'm correct, in North America, in their branches which are situated in North America.
Yeah, they started in North America, and they will roll out the solution all over the world in the next month.
Okay. But there is the case study still in progress. Then we have one other important German vendor. It's a supplier for the automotive companies. Its name is Süddeutsche Gelenkscheibenfabrik. You will also find this case study on our website, and they are also using entry control. And yeah, let me give you now a short summary about entry control for Skype for Business and also for Cisco environments. In general, it's just only software. It is easy to install and to configure. You have no limitation of camera or phones. Of course, you need additional licenses in this case. You have no limitation of users. Each camera requires a license. It's in general tailored for all IP cams with a stream and for Cisco Unified Communications Manager and similar systems. It works with any media gateway. Free zip channels are required, especially for entry control client-based. And another question or important question is about the costs. Feel free to ask our distribution partner Cytec for an official quotation.
Let me add one point, please. It's also possible if the customer is using old devices, door phones without video camera, they can continue use this door phones and additionally install IP-based camera devices on top of it. So we can also combine this kind of solution. It's maybe cheaper than to replace all the existing devices.
Okay. Thank you, Hans, for this addendum. Yeah, and in general, if you want to test, this product, feel free. You can or simply register with an account on our service portal. The URL is written there, and then you can download the test license for entry control. And I'm sure Cytec will provide you a camera from Linkcom or from Fendel for testing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. That's it in general. On this page, you can also find my contacts and the contact from Cytec, from Amara. Another hint, we are taking part this year on GITEX at the booth from Cytec, and we will also present their entry control. Feel free. We are absolutely happy and looking forward for your visit. And yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Yeah, no, I don't want to jump in. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
One slide is left. Yeah, we have some upcoming webinars in addition to this one in the next few weeks. Feel free and to visit these webinars. We are looking forward if you can join us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Robin. Thank you very much, Johannes, for the presentation, for the very clear and concise live demo. That was very good. Before jumping into the questions, maybe we can just to ensure that what we say from the viewpoint of, let's say, for example, I'm a system integrator now. I've been watching the webinar, and I really like the entry control solution. In terms of the actionable next steps, so if somebody wants a quotation, just so we're sure that all of that is clear, it's very easy to reach out to us at Cytec. So we will help with a quotation. Let's say a solution requires 30 cameras. So based on what you said, Robert, that means a system integrator would have to quote for a base license, which includes one camera, and then 29 additional licenses. So that's as per what you say, the quotation or the proposal side of things. And as you already noted also, so Ferrari Electronic is very, what you say, helpful in terms of issuing demo licenses. So let's say as a system integrator, whether you're on the Gulf or whatever in Pakistan, you're a partner, you want to demo it, you want to showcase it for your end customer, you can simply use the URL, and again, we can provide that also from Cytec side. You can use the URL to request a demo license, and then you can download the software, set it up, ensure that it works for your client.
Exactly.
Very
Exactly.
good. So hopefully that should be clear. And of course, if anyone has any doubts in regards to these things, we are here to support. People can just contact us. But I think let's jump into a couple of questions, Robert. So we basically have the question here is, in case, let's say, for example, we've deployed the system, we've installed a video door phone. Can the system send an alarm / notification if the link from the video door phone to the entry control system is down? Is there any sort of alert or notification? How would we handle that?
Our software would be able to record any such event in event log, and there are tools, of course, available which can monitor event logs and create notifications or alarms on that.
Okay, very good. And we'll go to the next one. So now jumping a little bit more into the licensing aspects. So if you can just help our partners to understand, should the licenses be renewed every year, or is it just a one-time perpetual purchase in terms of the license?
No, it's a one-time license. So if you buy the license, then you own the license for
Exactly.
for every time.
No additional, no hidden cost as per the
No.
quotation that is given. It's a perpetual license, and that's it. You have it valid.
Exactly.
Then we have also a question in regards to the validity of the demo license. So let's say we want to demo the system, and we follow the link and download the software. What is the validity of a demo license normally?
Our demo licenses are normally running for 30 days, right, Robert?
Yes, of course. Yes.
In any case, for all of our product, the demo license are fully working licenses without any technical restriction on the product, and all the configuration done for the demo period can be reused for the period afterwards, after purchasing. No need to reconfigure everything. Just replace the demo license with a real license then.
Excellent.
Exactly.
Very good.
We can also renew the license if 30 days are not enough. So then we can also set the license for 60 days or something like that. So
okay, so in case somebody has a customer requirement, they've been working on it, the customer is interested in seeing a bit more, then it is feasible upon request to get the demo license renewed.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Then we have also just a follow-up question in regards to the different systems that are officially supported for the entry control. So we have Cisco, as you've mentioned. You have Microsoft Link, Skype for Business. What other solutions should the partners be aware of?
Okay, I would like to explain it a little bit more. The solution which I have demonstrated, the client-based solution, is working with Microsoft Link 2010, 2013, and Skype for Business out of the box, and only for this Microsoft environment. The server-based solution, which is a very different piece of software, which is running, as the name implies, on a machine, on a centralized machine as a Windows service in the background. This solution takes the audio call and also grabs the video and merges both together into a combined audio video call, and also does on-the-fly conversion from motion JPEG to H.264, which is the typical codec supported by video phones. And this combined call can be provided to the Cisco environment in combination of modern Cisco phones. Older Cisco phones do not support video calls at all, but the newer ones do. And there is also, which is not mentioned here, a chance to use the same solution in combination with Skype for Business video interop server, which is normally targeting at Cisco Tandberg devices, but it is also compatible with that server role. So if in any case a customer doesn't want to install client software, he can use the server-based solution. In that case, it's behaving differently, like the system I've shown, because the a client would get a normal audio video call and would not see the video in front of the call and would not have a button to open the door because there's no client part from our side in that case.
And just to follow up on that one there, what if we're looking at the actual hardware requirements? Let's say somebody wants to jump into it now. What are the hardware requirements? Is there anything that that people should be aware of in terms of, let's say, deploying the client side solution?
Well, on the client side, there's no hardware requirement at all. It's a small piece of software running in the background, listening to the API and showing the window. It does not make any load, any real additional load on the client PC. In case of the server-based solution, a normal Windows server machine with 4 cores, also a typical server machine can provide several dozens parallel calls with on-the-fly conversion.
Okay, so to summarize on this point here, so the solution, as we've seen from the live demo, is very simple to what you say to manage, to install. The hardware requirements are very simple, and of course, it's also very simple to request a quotation for the pricing. So I think all in all, we've covered what we say the main components, the main aspects. We don't see any more questions here in the pipeline. Are there any other points?
Just another explanation. The feedback from, for example, Wacker Neuson in the US is the typical feedback of this solution, because our customers sometimes already have a kind of video door phones, but normally they use a dedicated recipient device in the office. So if there is somebody calling, someone has to leave the desk, go to the wall and answer the video call on this device. So normally you need dedicated people to handle all these tasks. And Wacker Neuson now is distributing this load via response group services, etc., to many different people, which can handle all these things parallel to the normal work. So this is really cost-effective operation.
So that's essentially one of the unique selling points, or one of the benefits here, that they are business process optimization. They're actually achieving more with less.
Exactly.
So in regards to the hardware units themselves, of course, from our side, from Cytec, we of course have the Fanvil video door phones, the Linkcom video door phones. But maybe you can also just mention, let's say, for example, an end customer has got Link or Skype for Business installed, and they've got another brand, a video door phone from another brand. What other brands are compatible with the entry control solution from the hardware perspective?
We have tested with about 15 different brands, and even if we get a new one, it works out of the box, because in the meantime we are supporting all those kinds of video streams and codecs. Typical other brands are Axis, Mobotix, and many others. All the leading brands are supported by the solution. And if there is a need for a new one, we are happy to to do the test together with someone else or in our lab, and normally it's no changes needed.
Okay, so that basically means for any
in general. Yeah, in general, we can say, or you can say, all IP cams which are supporting a video stream. Right.
The other brands are 2N is quite popular. They have been taken over by Axis, and Helios and Castel, which is a French brand, and many others. We have also in our lab many different such devices for testing and demonstration.
Okay, so basically for any, let's say, Microsoft partner or system integrator sitting across the Gulf or the Middle East listening to this to this webinar, so that means that they can basically approach any end customer who's got Skype for Business or Linked installed, or Cisco, and have a look at what door phone they have in place. Of course, they can suggest to purchase a video door phone. As I said, we distribute Linkcom and Fanvil. But even if they have an existing brand, chances are that this will work seamlessly with Ferrari Electronic.
That's right, and it's very easy to use the demo or test license to to prove that. And if there anything happens there, we will be happy to help.
Excellent, very good. I think that we have covered all of the questions. I think all has been covered in terms of licensing, in terms of quotations, hardware requirements, live demo. I think unless there's anything else, Robert, then I think we're going to say thank you very much for the detailed presentation, for the live demo, and thank you, of course, also to all of the attendees for taking the time during the afternoon here to attend this webinar. As is seen on the slide right now, we should see that we have a number of other webinars coming up. Of course, as you've already mentioned, Robert, Ferrari Electronic is not just covering entry control. There are a lot of other very interesting solutions related to Microsoft Lync or Sky for Business, which is your expertise. Whether it's Office 365, the Cloud Connector Edition scripts, call recording, and so on. So we will of course be sure to keep people posted in regards to the upcoming webinars. But of course, we have them all listed on our website on the Ferrari Electronic. So I think without further ado, thank you very much, Robert. Thank you very much, Johannes, for taking the time and for doing the presentation. We appreciate that, and we look forward to receiving everyone back in the near future for the next webinar.
Thank you very much, also from our side.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jens. Good afternoon. Thanks to everyone.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.